As usual, a man with the six-pack abs appeared on the screen, and as usual, spectators were gladdened. And now they'll show us one more super set of exercise for abdominals, which I'll do for a week or two, and will get the same athletic shredded body like this guy, even 10 times better. This is called populism. It means to give people, to give the audience what they will lap up, watch and admire and feel good. But I'm known for telling unpleasant things. But today I'll tell you unpleasant, but honest truth. I'll tell you the truth, the reason for which we don't need to pump the abs. The first and the most important reason why we don't need to train the abs. Despite the fact that we live in 2015's year, a lot of people are still, well, for probably more than 50 years, since Eugene Sandow with his six-pack press shook the society. And for the decades of years, people still believe in things that just don't work. It is scientifically proven that there is no local fat burning, that targeted fat loss does not exist at all. It means that it doesn't matter what kind of massages you're doing, it's not just a workout of the abs. No hoops, belts, any creams or massages or some mechanical work on abs, twists on side or straight cannot reduce your body fat on the belly and show your abs. Imagine me pumping the abs. These muscles train in a very impressive way during a workout. I'm turning aside, obliques show up, I'm twisting and my abs extrude, and people believe that the fat is burning right here. And people come to the gym and say, "Oh, I got fat, I need to pump up my abs." Remember, workout does not remove the belly, it does not narrow waist, it does not remove the fat on it. But there are other reasons why we don't need to pump up press, at least not to do it hard. So, why this myth is so widespread? Because very often we see a bodybuilder or some fitness guy with fabulous abs in the gym, and he starts to pump abs, he starts to do a lot of exercises, and people begin to repeat after him, thinking that they are going the right way. In fact, many guys have great pecs naturally. When they start to train them, they naturally extrude them better. A bit pumped cubes begin to stand out better. If you already have seen the abs, there is no fat on the abdomen, and one workout will be enough to emphasize them. And it doesn't mean that they made it that way. It means that, for example, your biceps, you pumped it, you filled up with blood, you just pumped it. The same thing with the abs. So these guys trained the abs, but they didn't get it that way. They already had it. And looking at how many athletes pumping up their abs for an hour a day for decades, they only follow the tradition. These sportsmen even don't know why they do it. They do it for fun, but the people behind them repeat and repeat it. When a person has a belly fat, it can be burned by this kind of workout. You cannot reduce the waist, remove the belly. It is impossible. A very important reason why we do not need to train the abs is that the exercise on abdominal muscles has no effect on the human metabolism and the development of other muscle groups. Of course, we need powerful abdominal muscles as a stabilizer of the spine, but even here it is more important to train the lumbar muscles. That's why its role in our training and in the development of other muscle groups is very indirect. The abdominal exercises have a very little effect on how your shoulders, biceps, triceps, latissimus will look. And vice versa, training of other muscle groups greatly affect on our metabolism, on how we will teach our body to burn fat quickly and what abs we will have in the result. So, by training all muscle groups, you will obtain abdominal muscles faster if you don't work on your abs at all, than working out and forgetting about the rest of the muscle groups. Training of all other muscle groups except the abs burn much more calories and takes more resources from the body. We need more time to recover. One set of squats with barbell plus your own weight for the cost of training and recovery is probably equal to, I don't know, to 100 of sets on abs. I think you understand why I focus your attention on that. If we tried to lose weight pumping the abs, we would have burned so few calories, even if we did it whole day. We would hardly burn our breakfast, only one meal, and we eat at least 3 times a day. It's like trying to sail on the boat, but using teaspoon instead of taking a paddle. So, abs workout doesn't allow us to eat what we want because it burns few calories, and conversely, proper nutrition and diet with any workout will help us to burn fat quickly and get abs. And it means if you don't have abs, first of all, you don't eat right. 99% that the problem is in this, but not in that you are doing leg raises instead of doing twists lying with a barbell or something like that. You can pump up your abs with any exercise where you tense them. In general, abs workout is unimportant. This is the only group of muscles that can be pumped indirectly. You can do squats, pull-ups, triceps push-downs, deadlifts, bent-over rows. You will pump abs indirectly. You can add another training in a week or two for 10-15 minutes at most. You will have an ideally built abs. Now, one more reason on doing less abs workouts. When you look at the athlete, you do not see the abs. You see the center. Abs is the center, not the framing. If there were no delts, biceps, latissimus, which can be seen even from the front, chest muscles, especially upper. What if a man had only great abdominals and nothing else? Even if they were bigger than mine, it wouldn't have the same impression. Because it is natural for us to see a full picture. So here's another reason to go to the gym or buy dumbbells and do your whole body system at home, than just run and do abs training. For what I personally went to the gym, for ab training and to lower my body fat, I thought that the abdominals are the only muscles that I want to have. You think I just need to burn the belly fat. It is likely how you feel about the gym and the exercise in the gym or at home with weights. But by telling this, I want to open your eyes. Sometimes a man have ugly abdominals naturally. Flat, not symmetrical cubes, or none of them at all. Just got two stripes without traversal lines. And, of course, it's not beautiful, but at the same time, if the body is proportional, with broad shoulders, deltas, biceps, triceps, latissimus, legs, everything in complex. All parts. Even a person with such an ugly abs would look like an athlete and champion. Ronnie Coleman, 8 times Mr. Olympia, have irregular abs and wins because the abdominals don't break the overall pictures if there is no fat. And vice versa, if you've got the most beautiful abs, perfect form, convex and symmetrically square pecs, but you don't have good form and proportions, nor you have developed proportional muscle groups, the abdominals will lose. Imagine a slim guy on a beach with abs and without muscles. Yeah, there are thousands of these guys, but they don't look well. My friends, I hope that I didn't offend you with this aggressive video and didn't show you abdominal exercises. I have a lot of those, but now I'm getting to understand more and more that this is a populism, that I do it to have more views. But my mission as a coach is to show people correct technique, to save your time, to save your years of your life on useless workouts. I had pumped my abs every day for 7 years and had no result. Now I can do them once a month and they will always be there. At least if I need the packs when I need to prepare for a competition or a photo session, I set up the right diet and pump abdominal muscles sometimes. I don't spend more than 10 minutes per week and the effect is much better than it was before. I hope, as well as I'm saving my time and effort, I can save yours. If you wish to receive strong muscles and body balance, I recommend you to have Skype sessions with me, to communicate with me like I talk to you now in real time. I will answer your questions and suggest the diet and exercise program that will satisfy your needs. And then you'll get what you want. Abdominal muscles, arms, legs, because everyone have different problems. And now I say goodbye to you. Subscribe to my channel, don't miss the next video, leave the comment below what you like or you don't like, and what you want to see in the next video. This is very important to me. Bye friends, see you next time.